There's a moment that quietly arrives after you walk away, a moment the narcissist never truly planned for. Not because they didn't think you could leave, but because deep down, they believed you wouldn't. Life without you was never part of their reality. They built everything on the assumption that no matter how they behaved, no matter how far they pushed you, you would remain. That your patience would stretch a little further, your empathy would cover a little more, your love would forgive just one more time. So when you finally chose yourself, it didn't just surprise them. It disrupted the entire illusion they were living in. From the outside, it may look like they moved on effortlessly. New faces, new smiles, a life that seems full and exciting. But appearances are often carefully curated. What you're seeing is not peace, it's performance. Because the truth is, what you gave them wasn't ordinary. You weren't just another person in their life. You were stability in their chaos. You were consistency in their unpredictability. You were the one who made things feel whole, even when they were broken inside. And now that you're gone, they're left trying to recreate something that cannot be replicated. What used to come from one genuine connection now requires multiple shallow ones. What once felt effortless now feels exhausting. They juggle conversations, attention, validation, trying to fill a space that one person used to occupy naturally. And it drains them. This is where the quiet reality of karma begins to unfold. Not as revenge, but as consequence. Because karma isn't loud. It doesn't rush. It doesn't need to prove anything. It simply waits. While they chase distractions, something deeper starts to surface. The emptiness they once avoided. The discomfort they buried under control and attention. The realization that what they lost wasn't easy to replace. It was rare. And rare things don't come around often. That's why you may notice them trying to re-enter your life. Messages that feel random. Indirect attempts through others. Sudden emergencies that somehow require your attention. It's not coincidence. It's desperation disguised as coincidence. Because losing you didn't just remove a person, it removed their sense of emotional grounding. And without it, everything becomes heavier, more chaotic, more unstable. But here's the part that matters most. Their struggle is not your responsibility. You're not here to rescue someone from the consequences of how they treated you. You're not here to refill a cup that was constantly draining yours. And no matter how convincing their return might seem, the pattern doesn't change just because the distance scared them. If they could have maintained the version of themselves you fell in love with, they would have. But that version was never sustainable. It was a mask, not a foundation. And masks always slip. So while they're learning, slowly, painfully, what life feels like without you, you're being given something far more valuable. Clarity. The clarity to see that what you offered was real. The clarity to understand that your value was never the problem. The clarity to stop confusing their inability to love properly with your worth. And most importantly, the clarity to never go back to a place where you had to shrink just to be chosen. Let karma do what it does best. Take its time. You don't need to watch it unfold. You don't need updates. You don't need closure from them. Your closure is in the decision you already made. And while they're still trying to replace what they lost, you're finally becoming someone they can never reach again.